Hey friends! Today I'm going to read you one of my favorite stories as a child. It's called The Easter Egg Artist by Adrienne Adams. I love it so much because of the illustrations, so pay very close attention. The Easter Egg Artists. There are abbots and there are abbots. These abbots are rabbits. The rabbit abbots make the designs on Easter eggs. Their son Orson thought he wanted to be an artist too. He was going to try to help with the eggs next Easter. Father Abbot looked at the picture Orson had made to show what he could do. Well, he said to Mother, it's not too bad for 5 minutes work, but look at him out there. He's forgotten all about it. Remember, he's still a youngster and needs to play, said Mother Abbot. That's what I mean. He may not be much help. The Abbots ordered 100 dozen eggs to be delivered in January. We should be back from our vacation by then, Father Abbot said, and we will have plenty of time to finish painting the eggs by Easter. It is already October, Mother Abbot said. We should leave soon if we want to get south before the cold weather comes. First, the car needs painting, said Father Abbot. Not the whole thing, Orson said, just the rusty parts. I'll do it. And then he saw the grin on his father's face and said, well, at least I'll help. Let's make the car and trailer look like Easter eggs. Great idea, said Father Abbot. They worked together, covering the rusty spots with their special designs. Then off the Abbots went on their trip. They took along everything they would need for camping and their paints and brushes too, just in case. Wow, Orson said after a while, people really like the way we painted the car. Everybody's looking. Dad, how do you make purple, red, and blue together? Right, said Father Abbot. Fasten your seatbelt. The Abbots drove south and farther south looking for nice weather and a good place to set up camp. At last they reached the warm sea. Orson had never seen so much water. They set up camp and spent long days on the beach. Orson wore his red life belt. He galloped in the sand and splashed in the sea. Mother and Father Abbot drew portraits of everyone who wanted to pay for them. When the Abbots had had enough of that, they went traveling again, just poking around. People were always offering them jobs because of the beautiful designs on the car and trailer. They even decorated the outside of an entire house. Orson did all of the high parts. It was easy for him to get his balance on the slanting roof, and he liked looking down and out over the trees. A plane advertising the county fair buzzed the house. The pilot landed and came to look closer. Well, naturally, he wanted his plane decorated. Oh, wow, Orson yelled. Father Abbot said, shouldn't the decorations be on the bottom? People look up at the plane. Top and bottom, the pilot said. I do aerobatics. What's that? I made the plane tumble over and over in the sky. Orson shivered with delight. He worked hard decorating the plane. Maybe the pilot would take him for a ride in the sky if he liked the designs. He did. Orson and the pilot circled over the Abbots' camps. Orson has really changed, Father Abbot said, keeping his mind on his work until it's finished. He's growing up so fast. It helps when people notice what you do and enjoy it, Mother Abbot said. It seems to work that way. When we were in town shopping this afternoon, we were asked if we would decorate the bridge over the river. Orson spoke right up and said we'd be glad to. And on the way home, he asked me if he could do it all by himself. Fine, said Mother Abbot. We'll have fun just watching him for a change. Everybody came to watch. Orson loved it. He was busy for a long time, but never got tired. It was January when he finished, and the Abbots had to hurry home and start painting the Easter eggs. Would Orson be able to settle down and work in the studio after all that had happened? Would he be interested in painting Easter eggs? 100 dozen, Father Abbot said to himself. That's 1,200 eggs. 600 apiece if we have to do them without Orson's help. The were there, and the Abbotts got home goose eggs, duck eggs, chicken eggs, and ostrich eggs too. It was the ostrich eggs that got Orson interested. He tried one and another, and soon he was working as hard as he had worked on that bridge. And he was having a wonderful time because he had invented comic Easter eggs. People wanted to buy them as fast as he could paint them. His parents finally had to start helping him to keep up with all the orders. Father Abbott was forever on the telephone ordering more eggs or taking more orders. Orson was laughing. Whoever finds this is going to get a shock. Easter came at last. All of the orders had been filled and shipped out. The only eggs left for the Abbotts were for the Abbotts' annual Easter egg hunt. The little rabbits of the neighborhood were eager and waiting. The Abbotts, all three of them, hid the eggs the night before by flashlight. The next morning, Mother and Father Abbott were tired and sleepy, but not Orson. He was up and out. He climbed into the tree where he could watch the little ones hunt the eggs. His parents couldn't resist. They just had to get up and look out the window once. Well, was all Father Abbott could say, and Mother Abbott smiled sleepily. During the spring weather grew warm. Mother and Father were taking it easy outdoors. Where's Orson? Mother Abbott wondered. He was working on something new in the studio a while ago, Father Abbott, but there's no telling where he might be now. Orson Abbott, the Easter egg artist, Mother Abbott said fondly. Yes, Father Abbott said. And car artist, and house artist, and airplane and bridge. Don't look now, said Mother Abbott, but flagpole too.